Jones gamble. Wilkes got it back. Across the Coop. Here's Kareem. Gets it back to Cooper. They move it to Nixon. 76ers as the doctor comes out. Here's Henry Bibby.
And the 76ers are not moving. They're not running.
Inside to Caldwell. And
they are not running. Now, they had a chance for a fast break then, and they were tentative with it. They can't be tentative with the fast break. They've got to run it. You run it down whether you shoot it or not. You run it down and see if there's a breakdown defense, if there's somebody not coming down in time.
So here in the third period, the shooting statistics, Philadelphia 0 of 8, Los Angeles 6 of 10, and Caldwell Jones now stepping to the free throw line.
Erving had the ball. Erving had the ball in the middle on that break and slowed it down. As Russ mentioned, Bradley slowed it, laid it off to Bibby. Fortunately, they did get a free throw as Michael Cooper fouled Caldwell Jones on a mismatch.
The one thing these two teams have in common is that they play good, strong defense and they run fast break offense. The 76ers are not running a fast break in the second half yet. They'll have to get on track pretty soon. If they don't, it'll slip away.
Sixers have hit 4 free throws, so it stays at 10. Magic return. He'll work in the backcourt with Nixon and Cooper. So here is that other look, the lineup that was so effective against Seattle. It goes to Philadelphia. Paul Westhead disagreeing with the call on the sideline. Jack Madden will hand it to Lionel Hollins now.
But Jamaal Wilkes didn't disagree.
With this lineup that the Lakers have, how are they defensively against the Sixers, Russ?
This is their best defensive team because they have quickness.
Hollins hit their
key to
first
defense
field
is
goal
quickness.
for the second half. So they have cut that lead down to 8, and I suppose if there is a positive side about this run by the Lakers, it's the fact that the game is still relatively close, 67-59. We'll be right back. I'll lead in. The chess game continues. Billy Cunningham talking to Philly during the timeout.
Let's run a one swing for Bobby. One swing for Bobby against Magic. This time down the court. Okay, we'll look to go with Magic at that time. Next time we come down with the 5. With the 5. Okay, we just got to do it on the defense. That's what's gotten us back. Good hustle over there. We got to get ourselves back with the defense. The offense will come.
Go, baby.
That goes up and down, but we got to be strong with the defense. No second shots. Now, they're going to be going to Kareem.
We are set to go. Billy Cunningham saying he's got a mismatch out there with this lineup, so he'll try to counter it. Jones on the intercept. Now it's the Doc as they try to get the running game going. Hollins inside of Magic for the layup. Very quick move.
Very smart to go ahead and take that fast break that time and not slow it down and set that play up. When it's open, go on and get it. They still must be conscious of running that play for Bobby Jones the next time they get the ball.
They go to Wilkes and it's blocked by Caldwell to Bobby. And now it is a counter move by the Sixers. The Doc high to the glass. Caldwell Jones offensive rebound. Billy wanted goaltending and didn't get it. Rejected by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Cunningham came 3 feet off the Sixers bench.
That was a great block, Brent. I don't believe it was goaltending.
He can jump. You know that?
Can get up there.
He can jump. I'm talking about Billy Cunningham.
So can Kareem.
Nixon puts it on the floor. Wilkes is with him. Nixon for the layup. Missed it. Jamaal tap. Rebound. Hollins. And Lionel tried to pull back and not foul him. He tried to pull his left hand back, but not in time.
He was in a very poor position behind the man, and there was nothing he could do about it. And I think he's more or less mad at himself. He should have let him go ahead and have the field goal or grab his arm and not let him go up.
This was a big point in this game. Philadelphia off the ropes, countering strongly. Had come back down, and Abdul-Jabbar swatted the ball out of bounds. Then the Lakers intercepted, came down for the layup, and got a 3-point play out of it. Suddenly it is 70-61.
That's an unbelievable block a moment ago again because Caldwell is a 7-footer and put a jump hook up. That's one of the toughest shots in basketball to stop.
Loose off Magic's hands, Sixers. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Out of Lansing, Michigan, and several of his admirers dropping by the table to say they were here for the championship. Loose, take it back by Henry Bibby. They move it to the Doc inside. Kareem had a hand on it, knocking it out. There'll be 5 seconds on the shot clock. They wound down to 4, and they will have 5 to get this shot off.
Good defense by the Lakers in that sequence. Excellent defense.
Hollins bounce to the Doc against Wilkes, and drew the foul from Jamaal. Julius Erving to the line.
extended that right arm quickly, and he can palm that ball. It's big hands. And it enabled him to get the ball away from Wilkes to the right side and put it up to draw the foul.
How about before the game when we said, Billy, what about special defenses? What do you got planned? What are you going to do against Kareem? He said they got a prayer meeting going right now.
They've been in it for 3 quarters.
Now, you notice he said neutralize. He didn't say stop. And that's a lot of difference. In other words, a guy can get 30 points or 35 points and not be the guy that beats you. It's how he gets them and how hard he has to work for it. And how much you have to compensate.
Out to Nixon, 70-62, 8-point LA lead. Lakers will run a set play through Cooper. Magic to the top, and now it breaks down, and Cooper takes the shot. Henry Bibby pumps it up. It's the doctor. Going to the sideline, inside to Bobby Jones. Quickly back to go to the horn, and here's Henry Bibby. Bobby Jones. The Lakers with tough defense that trip. Magic, underhand lead, 3-on-1. Cooper off his hands. Loose Bobby Jones. And quickly it's Hollins for the Sixers. Here's Henry Bibby. In and out, Kareem. Looks outlet. Jamaal at the other end. Magic on the dribble. Magic to the layup with the left hand. Came inside. Caldwell Jones. 74-62. 3:59. And they're aroused in the fourth.
See Kareem come out of there like a little man with the rebound, dribbling it to start the break. Then gave it to Magic, who took it the rest of the way.
And you notice how smart he was. He only dribbled twice.
You bet. He got rid of it in a hurry.
Erving, short, tapped by Jones, yanked off by Kareem, another rebound. Lead Magic, running the team, underhanded Jamaal, Silk.
They better call a timeout to regroup, I think, 76ers. Because if they don't, now they've got to really concentrate on not throwing the ball away and getting a good shot this time down.
It was tied at 53 at the intermission, and the Lakers have dominated the third quarter. Off Caldwell, Lakers.
Brent, I've watched LA play all year long, and this is the best I've ever seen the Lakers play right here in this quarter. They're doing it at both ends. Absolutely perfect defense, moving the ball and hitting the open man on offense.
This is the same way they played in the fourth game up in Seattle, the second half, when they were 18 points behind.
Dawkins has returned. He'll work with Bobby Jones and Julius Erving. Caldwell Jones is out. Norm Nixon.
That's his favorite spot, right at the top of the key. He had the defensive man leaning back, and he'll hit it.
When it goes right, it goes right.
And they've outscored the Sixers 25-9 in this period. Magic picked off on the screen. Bibby rotates. Kareem has popped out on him. Now they go to Dawkins, who sends it over to Cheeks. Shot clock down to 4 seconds. 2, 1. Deflected. Lakers ball on the defense. It goes to Cooper. Cooper soars.
He made the block for the defense on the doctor. Michael Cooper playing super basketball against Julius Erving. And again, took it all the way for the layup. Paul Westhead doesn't... you never know it. His team's ahead. His team is behind. Now his team, Mr. 33, is doing it all.
So take the basket away. Give the Lakers the ball out of bounds because of the 24-second violation.